the Sleepy Time studios across the World Wide Web, it's time to place your bets as we play Dealer's Choice. And now, please welcome our dealer, your host of Dealer's Choice, Jose Cazares. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. What is going on? Welcome back to another episode of Dealer's Choice here on Sleepy Time Studios. We are now officially over 1/3 of the way done with our regular season. And we've had some very exciting games go down to the wire. We've got a champion returning who has picked up his second straight win on our last episode and took us for another $25,000 in cash on the bonus dice. As it stands right now, he has the #1 spot on our leaderboard with a season total so far of $75,510 in cash. Let's welcome back our returning champion, Scott Sephy McVay.
Hello, Jose. I'm back. It's good to be back again.
Glad to have you back, Sephy. Good Lord, you are just tearing it up right now here on your return to the championship. You picked up another $25,000 in the bonus dice. You've gone back-to-back after not winning it at all on your previous championship run. And now, you're sitting very comfortably at the top of our leaderboard. Do you think you'll be able to break six figures tonight?
Well, first of all, I gotta see if I can get through tonight's game here, so we'll have to find out.
But still, we know you're going to give it your absolute best, and seeing as how you've done in these last two games, with the competition we've got in store for you, this ought to be an exciting one. Are you ready to meet your two challengers as you go for win number 3?
I sure am. Let's do it.
All right, let's go ahead and meet the challengers for tonight's episode. First up, we've seen him here a handful of times, but he has yet to pick up a victory for himself. Hoping to finally end that futility for himself, we welcome back Mr. Scott Michaels in the middle.
Hey, it's me.
Yeah, it's you. Welcome back. What have you been up to since we last had you? I know it's only been a couple episodes, but I'm sure you've been busy doing something.
Yeah, trying to figure out how to collect more chips than the winner.
You've been prepping a strategy for this game, then.
No, I've been smuggling some under the podium. Oh, wait, I wasn't supposed to say that.
Oh, you just exposed yourself. Good job. Oh, no! Yeah, you got the security of Manny Delgado Jr. On close watch, which isn't the best security we have, but we work with what we got.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
In any case, though, Scott, we are glad to have you back. You've been here a handful of times, and you still have not picked up that win. You've been prepping yourself. Think this is the time?
Hopefully, I've gotten close the past 2 times, and hopefully third time's the charm, even though I've been on here more than 3 times.
Yeah, I figured. All right, well, good luck to you, and last but not least, we've got another new face here on Dealer's Choice. Coming to us from the great state of Minnesota, it's the eternally bitter squid boy from 10,000 years in the future. It's Equal Speech. What the heck? You all right over there?
Knup it.
Oh my god.
No, I'm doing okay.
Pete, why don't you tell us about yourself since this is your first time here? Good lord.
Well, besides being an eternally bitter squid human hybrid from 10,000 years in the future, I'm best known for masquerading as a casino finance associate. And during the night, I like to drink Pepsi and sing in the bathroom when I have a hot mic.
Okay, I'm not sure if that was something we needed to know or not. I'll just leave it at that.
You guys know about it? I figured everybody else out there should know about it too.
All right, fair enough. All right, but he's glad to have you here. Good luck to you. Good luck to all 3 of our players. Let's go ahead and get right into our game. So as always, you will each start out with 100 chips, and you will use those chips to bet in a series of 4 casino-style minigames. Of course, each of the minigames were selected via randomizer, and the order was randomly selected as well. At the end of the 4th minigame, whoever has the most chips becomes our champion and goes on to the bonus dice, where they will play for our bonus dice jackpot which remains at $25,000, our base value. That being said, let's go ahead and start things off with our first minigame of tonight's episode. We're going to start things off with some total op.
Okay.
All right, gentlemen, so here is how total up works. You will start by we will start by going one at a time down the line and each of you will tell me how many chips you want to bet for this particular minigame. Max bet for this first one is 10 chips. Then after you reveal your bet sizes, we will come back to each of you to pick a range of the 4 you see on screen. Basically, how this is going to work is we're going to bring out our card table. I will be dealing out 5 cards, one at a time, off the top of a shuffled deck. Once all cards are dealt, we will total everything up. And in this game, aces are going to count as 1. Face cards will count for 10. Number cards are, of course, worth their face value. If you choose to be risky and bet on the 6 to 20 range, you will get a massive 20 to 1 payout. If you choose to bet on the 21 to 30 range, you'll be playing for a 5 to 1 payout. You can, of course, play it safe on the 31 to 40 range, which will give you an even payout. Or you can choose to be slightly risky and go for the 41 to 50 range, which would give you a 3 to 1 payout. Alright, with that being said, Sephy, we're going to start with you. Go ahead and give me your bet size up to 10 chips.
Like I said, I love to do maximums at the beginning, so let's start with 10 to start.
Alright, max bet for you, so I'll leave you with 90 chips. Scott, how much do you want to bet?
Following Sephy, 10.
Both of the Scots copying each other, going with 10 chips. And Pete, what about you?
What do you think I'm going to say?
I don't know, you tell me.
What's my favorite number?
10.
27.
Wow, okay, that came out of nowhere. I'm
10.
assuming 10. Yeah, I figured as such.
Yeah.
All right, everybody go on max bet to start. Now let's go ahead and bring out our card table. All right, so we're going to, of course, be using our good old bicycle-style card deck for this. It was all shuffled before we began the...
Jose,
Huh?
are you not going to ask them what they're going to bet?
Well, I already did. Oh, wait. I forgot to ask for the ranges.
I didn't look at that table up there.
This game was about to get really easy.
Right.
Yeah, well, shit. This started off so well, and I've already fucked it up. Yes, I forgot.
job.
I forgot to ask for your ranges. Sephy, which of the 4 ranges do you want to bet on?
I feel like I want to play safe. I'll do the 31 to 40.
31 to 40. All right, Scott, what about you?
Can you deal the cards first?
No. No.
Do it.
No.
41 to 50.
Playing risky with the 41 to 50 range. And Peach, what about you?
I foresee a lot of high cards, so 41 to 50.
41 to 50. All right. Now we're ready to go.
Yeah.
Man, I'm glad I have
Oh, yeah.
somebody keeping track of this. All right, so good luck to you, gentlemen. So let's deal out the first card of the deck. We start things off with a 4. All right. Second card, a 5. A 10. We're up to 14 so far. Third card, a 5. A 7. Hey, look, 21. Oh, wait, we're not playing blackjack. All right, fourth card. An 8. And last but not least, we've got ourselves a 6. So, 14, 21, 29, 35. So that is the total, 35, and that means that only Sephy will win the break-even payout. Fortunately for Scott and Peach, they both lose their bets. And that brings us to the end of Total Up, with a big old fuck up in the middle.
No bumps.
All right.
Jose.
Yeah, we're off to a very good start. Anyways, after the end of our first mini game here, Sephy has the early lead at 110. Scott and Pete are in a tie for second at 90, but we're just getting started. We're going to take a pause for our first commercial break, but when we come back, we will have our second mini game of 4 here on this episode of Dealer's Choice. So don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to Dealer's Choice. Yeah, we had a very crazy game of total up with a big old fuck up in the middle. But after one minigame, Sephy has the early lead at 110. Scott and Pete are both tied for second at 90. But this episode's just getting started. We're going to go ahead and move on now to our second minigame of 4 for tonight's episode. It's time to sound the trumpet because we're off to the Dealer's Derby.
It'll have to be horse racing.
All right, so this time I'm going to make sure to do everything right, although, as we've seen, there's no promises. So here's how Dealer's Derby works. As always, we will start by asking the 3 players how much they want to bet for this particular minigame. The max bet is 25 chips for this second minigame. After that, we will have our players pick one of the 3 horses to bet on. As you can see, each horse corresponds with a payout. If players bet on the blue horse and that one crosses the finish line first, they will get an even payout. The yellow horse will be a 3-to-1 payout, and the red will be a 5-to-1 payout. With that being said, Sephy, we're going to start with you. Of your 110 chips up to 25, how many would you like to bet for this game?
Once again, let's go max 25.
Max bet it is, 25 chips for you. All right, Scott, what about you?
Can I see the dice roll first?
No.
Please.
Don't you dare.
How about 20?
20. All right, so that leaves you with 70. And Pete, what about you?
How about that? We came to play 25.
25 chips. Pete's going max bet. All right, now the next order of business. Sephy, which of the 3 horses do you want to bet on? Blue, yellow, or red?
Always had good luck with this even odds, so let's go blue.
All right, blue it is for Sephy. Scott.
Yellow.
Scott going for the yellow horse. And Pete, what about you?
Great minds think alike, I guess. Yellow.
Pete is also going for the yellow horse. All right. So for this one, we're going to be bringing out our dice table. And we're going to be using the blue die specifically for this one. Now you're probably wondering, how do each of the horses move? So it's all determined through a dice roll. A roll of a 1, 2, or a 3 will advance the blue horse 1 space. A roll of 4 or 5 will advance the yellow one. And a roll of a 6 and only a 6 will advance the red one. First one across the finish line will win, and whoever bet on it will get respective payouts. As a reminder, Sephy has chosen blue, Scott and Pete have each chosen yellow. Alright, good luck to all 3 of you. Let the Dealer's Derby begin, with our first roll being, oh no, a 6. Red horse is the first one to jump out of the gates. Alright, next roll up.
Do we have a reroll?
It's a 1. Blue horse now out of the gates. All right. Third roll up. A 5. Yellow advances. All right. Next roll up. A 2. Blue advances. Next roll up. A 4. Yellow advances. Next roll up. A 2 again. Blue advances again. Next roll up. Another 2. Another 1, 2, or 3, and blue is going to make it to the finish. Next roll up. It's a 1. Blue wins! And Sephy wins even payout.
Yep.
Putting him up to 135 chips. Unfortunately for Scott and Pete, yet again, they lose their bets to the house. And that brings us to the end of the Dealer's Derby. All right, so looking at our scores, we see that Sephy has extended his lead now up to 135. Scott is now in second all alone at 70 because he bet less than Pete, who now sits in third at 65. But it is still anybody's game. When we come back from this commercial break, we will move on to our third minigame of 4 here on this episode of Dealer's Choice. So don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to Dealer's Choice. So far, things have been going right only for our champion. After 2 minigames, he has the lead still at 135. However, with Scott betting less than Pete in that second game, he now has second place to himself at 70, and Pete sits in third with 65. But
Can we,
this is still...
can we add 4 to that?
No, we cannot. Get nasty. Anyways, we now move on to our third of 4 minigames here for tonight's episode. And we're going to be continuing on with some high-low.
Yeah.
All right, so here is how high-low works. We're going to be bringing out our card table once again for this one. So we're going to use a different deck of playing cards, and I'm going to be drawing 1 card at a time, a maximum of 4. As long as the card revealed isn't a 7, 8, or 9, players' bets will double. After each card we play, the players always do have that decision to either cash out their winnings and add it to their pot, or they can be risky and let it ride for the next card. If at any point a 7, 8, or 9 shows up and any players still had chips left on the table, the house wins and they will take away all those chips and it'll be game over. That being said, max bet in this game is 50 chips. Sephy, we're going to start with you. Of your 135 up to 50, how much would you like to bet?
Well, I don't know. This game concerns me a little bit, so I'm only going to go 35.
Only playing it safe, going 35 chips. All right. Scott, of your 70 up to 50, how many would you like to bet?
Go 30.
30. All right, so it's going to bring you down to 40. And Pete, of your 65 up to 50, how many would you like to risk?
Great question. I'm thinking about, I feel like, what's the minimum bet?
One.
Yeah. There's not really any set minimum here, but you have to bet at least 1.
Okay. We'll go, heck with that. We'll go 40.
40.
Oh, boy.
All right. Pete's being the riskiest. Scott playing the safest. Let's see how this works out. We bring out our card table. All right, so for this one, we've already shuffled it during the commercial break. We're going to be using the New York style deck.
See?
See,
All right.
New York style.
Thanks, James.
Did you
All
take the jokers out?
Yeah, did you
I
take
made
the
sure
jokes
to
out?
take them out.
No, don't take them out. Better odds.
You be quiet over there. All right. First card up. A 6. Very close. Very close, but that's a win. All right, double bets. Now it's decision time. Sephy, you have 70 chips. Do you want to cash that out, or do you want to let it ride for the next card?
I have a good feeling. Let's ride.
And we're letting it ride. All right, Scott, you have 60.
Riding.
Letting it ride. Pete, you have 80.
I'm going to stop.
You're going to cash out.
Yeah.
I can't argue with you there. So that's going to take you up to 105 chips. It'll prep you up for the 4th and final minigame. All right, so both of the Scotts are going to let it ride. Let's see what the next card off the top of the deck is and see if Pete's made a right call or not. A 5!
Ooh.
Okay, we double the bets for the Scots. All right, Sephy, you have 140. Cash out or let it ride for the next card.
Let's keep going.
Continuing on, Scott, you have 120. Cash out or let it ride.
I'm going.
Going on, okay. They still letting it ride. All right, third card at the top of the deck. It's a 9.
Oh, shoot.
House wins. All right, now let's go ahead and for Shiggles reveal what the last card at the top of the deck was.
7.
Joe! There's a Joker. Joe, we talk about that's a
Two
while ago.
episodes in a row, and these jokers have somehow found a way to sneak themselves back in after I could have sworn I removed them.
I took them all out of the deck. Jose Converse 2024.
I know, right? What was the real card
The
anyway?
real one was a jack.
Yeah.
You son of a bitch, you! Jesus Christ, I can't get to a break, you stupid ass jokers. Okay, that's it.
2 in a row, folks. 2 episodes in a row.
Alright, that's it. Where the hell is that other one? I'm gonna find this stupid thing just so I can ensure this doesn't fucking happen again.
Are you sure about that?
I'm gonna sniff you.
You could have done
It's gonna
that
take a
during
while,
the commercial
folks.
break.
Oh, you.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Whatever. I'm only doing this on camera just so I'm only doing this on the camera just so the folks at home can see that I'm actually doing this. Oh, there you are.
There you go.
Get out of here. You get out of my sight.
Don't worry, folks. Next week they'll be right back in.
Yes, they will. All right, but unfortunately, that brings us to the end of High Low with another fuck up in the middle.
Wow.
And after that mini game, Pete all of a sudden finds himself with a 5-chip lead at 105. Sephy now sits at second, but not far behind at 100. And Scott not out of it yet at 40 chips. We're going to take another commercial break, but when we come back, we will have our 4th and final minigame that will decide our winner. We'll be right back after this to wrap up the main game here on Dealer's Choice. Welcome back to what has been a many fuck-up episode of Dealer's Choice. Not only did I forget an important order of business in the first game, but I apparently couldn't learn how to remove damn jokers from a card deck. Now I'm sitting here like, what else can I fuck up on? But in any case, still got a good battle here on our hands. Score-wise, Scott now has third with 40 chips. Sephy has fallen down to second with 100, and Pete has the slight lead at 105. Now, it's going to come down to our 4th and final minigame to determine a winner. And we are wrapping it up with a bang. We are finishing up with some blackjack.
Oh, poop.
Oh, yeah.
This is going to be interesting. All right, so we all know how blackjack works. So the object of the game is to build a hand to try to get as close to 21 as possible without going over. Of course, if you bust, you do lose. The only options the players have will be to hit to get another card or stand. If the players can manage to beat the dealer's hand, then they will get an even payout. However, if they are able to get a blackjack, meaning they get 21 using 2 cards, an ace and a 10 or a face card combined, that'll be a 2-to-1 payout. With that being said, for this final minigame, the players will not announce their bet sizes. They will go ahead and DM them to me via Discord. So, Three of y'all DM me your bets. And once all the bets are in, we'll go ahead and get started with blackjack. All right, 2 people are in so far. And there's the third. All right, bet sizes are in. Let's get to some blackjack. As we bring out the card table once again. Now we have reshuffled the bicycle deck, and yes, the jokers have been removed before anybody asks.
Like one of the other jokes.
Jesus Christ. Oh my god. No, there's not more than 2. I've already checked. Ugh, anyways.
One of them's going to be an advertising card.
Oh my god.
Or the rules card.
Right?
Wait, what? You mean like this?
Yeah.
or like this?
Yep.
This round of Dealer's Choice is brought to you by Kia. Kia. Too bad it's a Kia.
Follow Bicycle Cards on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Okay, I'm being stupid. Alright.
Cheap plug.
Yeah, it's cheap plug, but is it really? Alright. So, let's see. So each of y'all will get 1 card face up. So, Sephy, you will start things off with a 3. We'll put that up top. Scott, you have a 5. And Peach, you have a queen.
Like-
Alright. This card will go face down over here to me. Now we will deal a second card up to each of you. So Sephy, to that 3, we're going to be adding a 10.
Yes.
Scott, to that 5, we're going to be adding a 7. And Peach, you have a king. And I will reveal my face-up card that will go next to the face-down one.
Ace.
King.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
All right. And we'll go ahead and check. If I do have blackjack, the game is over. I will let you know right now, I do not.
Good.
All right, so we're going to go down the order from left to right. Sephy, we're going to start with you. You have a 13 against a 10. Do you want to hit or stand?
I know. Seeing a 10 on your side scares me. I have to hit.
Have to hit. All right. So, to that 10, we're going to be adding a 3. So, that now puts you up to 16. Hit again or stand?
Okay. Here that there's no 5s or less than the thing. I'm just going to stand.
Gonna stand. All right, so you are standing at 16. All right. Next player we go to now is Scott. So I'm trying desperately to pick up the cards that get stuck to the surface. All right. You have 12 against the 10. Hit or stand?
Hit me.
Gonna hit. All right. In addition to that 12, we're adding a jack.
Yeah, that's
So we flip those cards face down to indicate that you have busted. All right, and Peach, you have a 20 against a 10.
You
Hit
should
or
definitely
stand?
hit.
Could.
Remember, there's no splits or double downs.
Okay. Surrender. No, I'm kidding. I'll stay.
Yeah, this is the bet. Let's go.
All right, he's gonna stand. All right. So, Sephy has stood at 16. Scott, unfortunately, is busted, and Peach has stood at 20. Of course, traditional blackjack dealer rules apply. I will hit. Let's see. I will hit.
You hit on 16
any
or
16
below.
and stand on any 17 or higher. So,
right.
the card I had in addition to the king, I'll go ahead and reveal it here. I had an 8, so I automatically stand.
Hell shit.
So unfortunately, Sephy does lose, but Peach does win. All right, so with that being said, now we go to the payouts. So Scott, we're going to start with you. You chose to bet 1 chip. So you only lose 1. You remain at 39.
That's basically our first ship, so congratulations, Scott.
So Scott played it really safe here. And honestly, it's probably good. It's a good thing he did. All right, Sephy, we now turn over to you. Of your 100 chips, you unfortunately bet it all.
Oh.
Because 16 doesn't beat 18, you do lose your bets. So you unfortunately finish up empty-handed.
That's right.
Meaning we now go to Peach, and Peach, you, of your 105 chips, you chose to bet all of it. You get the even payout, and with 210 chips, Peach, you are the new champion on Dealer's Choice.
Good game, guys.
Good game.
Yes, they're good.
Well played.
It's ironic because now your score starts with a 21. But
I think that's actually coincidence, but
that's beside the point, though, Peach. 210 chips, mounted an incredible comeback, and you are now the new champion here on Dealer's Choice. We're gonna be sending you to the bonus dice here in just a moment. Sephy, unfortunately, this is where your championship run comes to an end, but needless to say, you performed a lot better than you did the last time you had a championship. That is for sure.
You are very correct, though, so yes.
You are not leaving out of here empty-handed by no means. You are comfortably standing at the #1 spot on our leaderboard with a season total of $75,510. But of course, we do give you $500 as a house minimum for having no chips at the end of the game. So we make that $76,010. Congratulations, Sephy. You have done amazing to build up that total.
Thank you very much, Jose. I hope to come back eventually before the end of the season.
Hey, there's still plenty of time. We're doing 30 episodes of this series, so you got a lot of chances. But it was great to have you back again as champion, and congrats again.
Thanks, man.
Scott, the bad luck just continues for you. Just yet again, things didn't go your way for you here on this episode. Even with all the prep that you did, it still wasn't enough. Took some huge risks that just ultimately didn't end up paying off.
Yeah, I was trying at the end there to hopefully take all the bus cards so that way dealer had a better chance of winning, but Peach pulled the 20, and yeah, that's kind of hard to beat as a dealer.
Yep.
Indeed, but either way, though, Scott, you're not leaving out of here empty-handed, and now we would convert those 39 chips into dollars, but we're going to give you more than $39. We'll multiply that by 10 and give you $390.
Yay!
and poop.
Still, though, spend that money wisely, and still lots of chances. You could still come back and pick up a win. Just keep on trying.
I will be back, that is for sure.
All right, so that's Scott McVay and Scott Michaels, everyone, and Peach, first time ever playing Dealer's Choice. You finally picked up a win. I don't think you did you pick up a win when you were playing on the previous version?
Was it posted by someone else? I think I might have. I believe I've won Corey's version of Dealer's Choice, but I'm sure he didn't make that into like one of these series.
Well, either way, this is your first win here on my version of Dealer's Choice. Your first time out, our brand new champion with 210 chips. Now we are going to go ahead and multiply that 210 chips times 5. So, you are starting off your championship run with $1,050. However, we're going to give you a few moments to prepare yourself, because when we come back from this commercial break, you are going for $25,000 in our bonus dice. So, don't go anywhere, folks. When we come back, Peach is going to go for our bonus dice jackpot. We will be right back after this, here on Dealer's Choice. Welcome back to Dealer's Choice. We are here with our brand new champion, Equals Peach, who managed to come back from behind to overtake the previous champion and pick up the crown. So, Peach, you got yourself $1,050 for yourself. But how would another $25,000 sound to add to that?
That sounds pretty good, I gotta say.
Well, you can win it by playing our bonus dice. Let's go ahead and get to it right now as we bring out our dice table for one final time. Alright. So, Pete, since this is your first time here at the bonus dice, here is how this is going to work. If you need to be reminded of how the payouts work, you can always check the Studio One game chat. It has been posted there, available for you to see. But basically, your object of the game here is to keep on rolling dice to add cash to your total. You want to have your pot total here in cash exceed $1,000 or more. If you can successfully accumulate $1,000 or more before rolling that dreaded spade, which for this series is a 6 on this blue die, as long as you avoid that and you can make it to $1,000, you're going to win the bonus dice jackpot of $25,000 in cash. Now, with each roll that you do survive, you do have the option to stop and walk away with whatever you've accumulated up to that point. Because if at any point you choose to go for it and you do roll that spade, the game is over and you lose everything you've accumulated except the $1,050 that you picked up in the main game. That being said, are you ready to do this?
Let's do it, Jose.
Alright, the dice are in my hand. They are shaking around, as you can probably hear. So all you have to do is just tell me when you want me to roll them, and we'll get this started. Good luck.
Now.
Okay, we're starting off with a big payout. For the folks at home, of course, that want to be reminded of the payouts, 50 for 1 and 2 on either die, 100 for 3 or 4 on either die, 150 for a 5 on either one of the dice, and 6 on the white is worth 200. So in this case, Pete, you pick up 200 with the 6, and 100 with the 3. Off to a very fast start with $300.
There we go.
All right. Pete, you want to stop and walk away with the $300, or you want to risk it for another roll?
I'm going to risk it, Jose.
All right, rolling on. Dice are in my hand once again, whenever you're ready.
Now.
Okay, a little bit of a smaller payout, but you're still in the game.
We'll take it.
We have a 3 on the blue, 1 on the white, another $150. It's going to put you now up to $450. Do you want to stop with a 450, or do you want to roll again?
I'm feeling good about this one. Let's play.
All right, playing on. All right, dice are in my hand once again. You know what to do.
All right, come on, luck be a lady. Now.
Got a big payout here. We have a 5 on the white and a 1 on the blue. So that's another $200. You're now up to $650. Okay. You're about $350 away from the goal. And it is possible to get $350 on this roll. That is if you want to go for it. Do you want to stop with the $650 or do you want to go on?
I need about $350.
Play on, Jose.
I was not expecting that. All right. Whenever you're ready.
Oh, my gosh. Okay. One dice combination will make it happen. Let's make it happen. Come on. Big bucks, no whammies, big bucks, no whammies, and stop!
Oh, almost!
Okay.
All right, you got a 5 on the white and a 2 on the blue. Another 150 plus 50, another $200. Bring you now to $850. Now you've got a better chance to win this. 150 is all you need to get there. Do you want to stop and walk away with the 850, or do you want to go for another roll?
I just need one. I believe we can make it happen. Let's go for it.
All right, going for it. Peach, good luck. This could very well be the last roll that gives it to you. Good luck.
All right, good energy. Good energy. Come on, I need nothing but the good energy. Let's go. And now!
He got it! A 5 on the blue, a 4 on the white. That is another $250. Peach, you've done it! Congratulations, Peach. You've just won yourself $25,000 in cash.
Wow. All right.
Man, we are on a streak with these bonus dice rounds. That's now our 3rd straight winner we've had here, if my memory serves me correct. Either 3rd or 4th. I'll have to check the taping on that, but...
It is the 4th, Jose.
The 4... Oh, wow. We are on quite a streak then. 4 winners in a row. Pete, congratulations, sir. You've won yourself $25,000 for our bonus dice jackpot. And when we add that $25,000 to your previous winnings, you now have a season total of $26,050, all in cash. Congratulations.
Wow.
That was a close one.
I felt the pressure from here.
Hey,
Thankfully, it worked out.
Yeah, it worked out in your favor, and with this win, I can officially say that you are now number 5 on our leaderboard, officially surpassing Gianni in terms of standings. But you are not done yet. You're just getting started. You are the new champion, and you're going to be coming back on our next episode as you look to defend your new title. So we'll hopefully see you then.
Good answer.
I'm sorry, you were talking to me?
Yes. Wow, somebody's not paying attention. Somebody's not paying attention.
Obviously. Anyway, next Wednesday?
First Wednesday, at least that's in terms of taping, yeah.
Okay. Yep, that should work just fine for me.
All right, well, we'll see you then. But, folks, that's going to wrap things up here for what has been another successful episode, for the most part, of Dealer's Choice. Not counting the 2 fuck-ups that I had in tonight's episode. I expect even more next time, but we'll just see. Until then, though, folks, if you're new to Sleepy Time Studios, be sure to like, share, subscribe, all that fun jazz, and make sure you have that bell rung so you don't miss out on when the next episode drops. And if you missed any of the episodes leading up to this point, the playlist is always available to check out. But until next time, when it'll be time to place our bets one more time and we see our new champion Peach back here to defend his title and go for win number 2. I'm your host, Jose Cazares. For all of us here at Sleepy Time Studios, this has been Dealer's Choice. We will see you next time for another episode. Good night, everybody.